Welcome back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 4 of our Skarsnik, the Old World campaign. In today's episode, we are here in sunny Karak 8 Peaks to do our best to conquer the remaining peaks that are no longer under our control. We do have to worry about Clan Moors and the Chaos Dwarves actually starting to appear on our doorstep there. We haven't signed some pacts with Clan Moors, so that Skaven should not be stabbing us in the back at least immediately. If they don't have any other enemies though, there is a pretty good chance that the good old Queek Head Taker here is going to stab us in the back immediately. He is fighting against the Red Fang tribe, which we luckily have no allegiance with, but if we can get him fighting against the Chaos Dwarves and then stab him in the back, that would be very, very preferable. That way we're not having to deal with the Warlord clan head on. Not until we have more trolls under our belt. What we have done is with Skarsnik, I'd love to get on in the R-War units like the Swamp Things, and some of our other Night Goblin units here just don't quite have the positive income. It's partially because we've decided to check on in another Lord that will be traveling around with Kevin as he smashes first Karak Green and then comes on up to deal with Belegar as we chase him fully out of 8 Peaks and back into the grave. We've got some unassigned skill points to Skarsnik. We are saving up till he hits rank 12. For our next big thinking, I think we're going to work on over here towards basically just powering on towards On Second Thoughts, which will give all of our goblins Vanguard deployment, 20% less upkeep, and then all of our Doomdiver catapults will have 50% more ammo. That'll work for our WA units as well, so 14 turns down the line, we will have the strongest goblins possible, and we can start working on our actual economy. We need to make sure our goblins are as terrifying as we can possibly make them. So we're going to skip on through. We don't have quite the gold for the Silver Tarn here. Perched on the precipitous slopes of Caragrill near the shimmering Silver Tarn, Silver Tower stands as an ancient sentinel, guarding the secrets of the mountain's history. A little bit of income and some iron is what we'll be generating out of there. But we don't quite have the gold to build that on in, so we wait. Skip through and we'll end the turn. So Bugman of the brewery thinks he can convince us not to attack the home by threatening Kragmanar. I think you are incredibly mistaken. What we're going to do is have Kevin. I'm just coming up and claim the Crag then. There should be absolutely no one here. I did also give him the Mangy Marauders, which are a Wolf Cavalry with some armor-piercing missiles. We're going to go ahead and just give this one the auto-resolve. There's nothing there that can defend. And then we shall go ahead and do a bit of stealing. Oh, bullies are harassable. That's about right. And then we can turn back around and claim this for Skarsnik. Maybe curse them not. We need the land to not be all spooky. Pile of shiny stuff. We can get in the iron mine immediately, so let's clear out the pile of shiny stuff. Looks like Belegar has fled and he's leaving his ancestor to try to harass us as we come after him. Okay, he's got 2 armies there. What we're gonna want to do is fight this one. Encircle. See what exactly these guys are gonna be fielding. I mean, it's a fairly normal army for both Belegar and his companion here. They've got no artillery, and Skarsnik does, so that's gonna be what we are banking on here. Onward to victory. Let's get to deployment. What's great is the WA army is actually not supposed to be one that takes a normal amount of time to deploy. It's supposed to only take 6 seconds for the WA to file on in. But since that's not how this is getting to work for us, we have to take a few more casualties because we could just use those artillery pieces to blast the enemy to bits before they even get over here towards us. Let's grab all of our infantry, Gobos included. Get our new Rusty Arrows hiding up here with the Ragnarok Spider. We'll take a look at him as well. Love the Hobgoblins and Night Goblins both for all their pointy hat shenanigans. Love the flame motifs. It's almost like a blend of the Crooked Moon and the sun itself. I don't know what the lore is on the Rusty Arrows. I'm gonna have to do some research myself because they let me know. Piercing Arrow is debilitating enough. Yet all manner of filth corrosion is loosed from their crude bows. No, they're just a bunch of lads that fire legitimately rusty arrows at the enemy. On top of whatever else they might be adding. Let's get them. So we will likely just have the boys zoom on in. We can have the trolls kind of just smashing into the units of warlers. We're not taking too much damage. Real nasty. Alternatively, we can just wait till our artillery shows up. I find that to be incredibly boring. We use some extra speed. We'll zoom around behind the line, try to get into contact with these blasting charge miners. You just move on in and smash the middle. Nasty skulkers. We'll have our sneaky bowmen move up and try to eliminate those blasting charges. Just leave our normal gobos back because they'll just get torn to shreds. Okay, you keep moving around behind. Go for a Curse of the Bad Moon. Gives them negative 24 melee defense and a negative 30 armor, which is pretty debilitating for dwarves. Move up quickly now. Those guys aren't braced, so just run them over. Skarsnik's a wee bit slow. Gotta run these quarrelers down. Beautiful stuff. I don't think we can go for they need stabbing on anyone here because they're not lords and heroes. Here comes the Bad Moon. Which is honestly a pretty horrifying spell. I'm pretty sure this is the nastiest things that normal goblins can summon. They just don't have a lot of magical capabilities. I think we've got him. Rest in peace, Dawi. Of course, the Bad Moon is... Does it affect the Arachnarok? You always turn back around. I don't want you getting blended up by the Gobbo Moon. No matter how much the Goblins would probably find that absolutely hilarious. Well, that was as easy as we expected. I'll catch you in a moment. So a drop kick later, we lost 0 of the fighting. That's exactly how it should be. And we shall go ahead and just occupy the settlement. Looting it would be great to throw up a random rebellion army just to be in their way. Likely now that we've secured the west gate, they're going to pop up over here in Karak Angor, which would be a little bit more annoying. Capture many provinces. 1,000 more treasury, but not quite enough for the Silver Pinnacle.
Skarsnik,
Or this is the Pinnacle, is it? The Silver Tower. Pinnacle of sorts.
Schemes. I got schemes.
We could repair the building. I don't really want to, though, because then we're wasting our gold. Can we grab just enough out of anyone else? Oh, maybe. Clan Nod's fighting with Clan Mordkin. And Dahowlas is fighting against, Sigmar, huh?
A fellow tribe. Welcome.
I'm here for fighting against Sigmar. Wouldn't mind grabbing a non-aggression with Clan Nod as well. Just for the gold. We can stab everyone in the back later on, but we need the extra gold in our pockets. Chuck on in the Silver Tower. Karak Grill. Need to be prepared to defend it from Sindri or anyone else that wants to try to jump up here. I don't think they can fight this many Night Goblins and some Spider Riders, but I've been proven wrong before. Now, Spirit Ziflin, we will repair this. And then what the Iron Mine is for tier 3. Well, because it's not a mine at all, it's a Black Orc Forge. Black Orcs don't mix well with other Gits and prefer to have their own fire to throw stuff into. Fair enough. This here is the Black Orc Forge.
Now they'll see. I got plans.
Just barely not enough skills. Which is not great, because now we're going to have to fight Veligar without any of the unique abilities. Nasty Skulker. Definitely. Becoming much more dangerous, Mr. Sly.
Plotting and scheming.
Alright then. Plotting and scheming. Zogoth, how do you feel about recruiting on in? Upkeep plus 1% until Karak 8 Peaks is recaptured. So each part of it that you capture drops the upkeep. I do like that. Let's give you some normal gobos. Just 2 of them. Start filling your ranks up. Alright, let's get through. We pass out the commandment. I say we want Camp Ruckus. The boys partying. We've got 2 commandments. Check that out. I Camp Ruckus all over. It is a ruckus in the 8 peaks.
Welcome, stranger.
Well,
Stop
hello,
talking.
Gouger. He also paints his armor purple. We should be best buddies. He's fighting against the Caravan of Blue Roses. Well, I mean, we are starting to make friends with all of the orc tribes around here. The problem is they're all fighting other main factions. So you guys can go ahead and bugger off. Where there's only one purple orcs in this side of the town. Difflin has been besieged, and that's where they brought Sindri up. Well, I think we can just do the same with our units. So we'll have Kevin
Nasty
come on over and
magic.
march. He can't. Oh, they're stopping reinforcements. That's very clever.
Nah, nada.
Now's the time.
So I don't think they would be able to help out. It's just because Sindri's in the way. And we attack.
No chance.
Very clever. We do have our artillery though. Still takes them 2 minutes to arrive, which is just bonkers. Yeah, we need some help. The AI gets them in 6 seconds. Surely we can too. Let's decline the attack and see if I can't bring these other armies over. We may not be able to, but I'd like to at least try. Come in as far as we can.
Fuck that. No, I mean, nah.
Not happening.
Cook, send me to battle.
We'll bring them both over in March. As close as they can get. And likely they're not going to be able to reinforce, which is very sad, but if we can get them in on the fight, I think we have a really good chance of bullying these poor Greenskins. Or, we are the Greenskins. We might get bullied either way. So it's just these units. That does make things extra spicy. We go for a lightning strike and take on just Beligar himself. We then lose our Wa army, though. It wouldn't be a bad idea. We're out on the open field. If we can corner up and get our Doomdiver catapults firing at the Dawi, so if they sit back and don't charge over at us, we have a very good chance. Otherwise, this is going to get quite dastardly quite quick. To war. So our Dawi friends are going to get to cheat a little bit. This is the smaller army at least, right? They come in at a minute 57, so they are slightly ahead of our Wa. That makes no sense. It's the game though, so we'll make do. Deploy up on top of this area? This looks dastardly. We can have just individual units of goblins being speed bumps over here, just to slow them down. They won't last for long. My little stair steps of gobos. But if they stay back there and do nothing, that works for me even better. Gobbo archers. I mean, you boys are just not worth even having. Set them up over here and over here. You guys are incredibly better than them. Go prove it. By standing over here and accepting your demise. Got 6 Forest Goblin Riders as well. Now we can have them concern the Dawi on this mountainside here. This is a Team Expendable. Team Speed Bump. In Gobos. Archers in guard mode. Everyone except the Ragnarok. And then we'll grab our Lords and Spellcasters. We can honestly just have the Trolls run them over as soon as they show up. So let's get Trolls ready. Ready to rumble. I am still hoping Beligar stays back for the 2 minutes. We can try to trick the AI. You AI, just stay over here, do nothing. That's how you win. I promise. I have lied to no one ever. Sneaky armor-piercing boys up here. Wheeze Gubbos. And then we'll have proper goblins. Find a nice spot on this side of the hill. Now, this hill is not necessarily all the defendable. Come up above it. No, there's a lot of impassable terrain up here. What we'll want to do, see how far back we can go and still be visible. Normal goblin archers in the woods. Wig hoppers over here. The Ragnarok, I'm going to keep back on this side because we can charge it into this group as well and have it go nom nom on a dwarf lord. You guys all in the woods, ready to throw down. Skarsnik included. And then we'll go fanatics and night goblins. The terrain back here is very treacherous. That throws things off a little bit, so we'll go ahead and add these guys forward a little bit more than they currently are. And then we can have these Night Goblin Fanatics rotate. I want the Fanatics to be able to hit one of the flanks and throw those whirly boys down the line. To make things a little bit awkward. Archers can fire out of the woods really well because there's like a brief moment where the arrows are able to clip through the trees. You have to get it very well positioned, otherwise it doesn't work at all. So you two hide out back here. Other Night Goblins with their Fanatics as well. Bunch of loony gits. The Rusty Arrows are going to find high-value targets once they actually close that gap. Goblins on either side here. Skarsnik is the center line. Skarsnik and the Big Boss both. Alright, everyone is as deployed as we can get them. Let's get this going. Eligar is going to stay over here and wait. Clever lad. I mean, what we could do is send the Night Goblin over to start harassing the got King Lun once more and Throny Ironbrow. I think going after the Fort Specialist would be our best call here. Okay, so that entire hill is impassable. Night Goblins rotate a bit. We'll have you guys get much closer to where the Dawi are going to come from. I'm having the Ragnarok move over as well. Yeah, they're just gonna stand here and do nothing. Little do you know, we've got a Night Goblin on the way. I'll be invisible all the way over. Fighting against the speedier factions is gonna be a bit of a threat for us. Going around. We want them to get their charge, but we don't want the Dawi to get their very pitiful charge themselves. Rotate these lads. Still traveling across the snowy, cold plain. Making that journey solo. Noticed a complete lack of music. Check real fast in our audio, make sure we haven't messed with the music at all. No, it's just been quite quiet recently. Speed things along while they come on in to reinforce. And in approach the Dawi. Smash them. Oh, there's no escape. Lads, lads, lads. Round and destroy. Well, to keep in mind that that means Beligar's army is likely coming on towards us now. Even if they decide to sit up on the hill, I'm gonna tear apart their mage or their rune lord with my Night Goblin mage. The Night Goblin archers try to pull through. Got all the new lads coming on in. Lock yourself up. Get into melee. You boys continue to be the green I know you can be. The Rune Lord might have managed to dodge some of that. Let's fire some more. Somebody just got really unlucky to blew up on the hill. Excellent hit. He's just got some missile resistance, it looks like. Only 10%. Getting very unlucky with our damage rolls there. Continue to fire. We'll save the wah as well. No reason to waste it on these poor unfortunate Dawi up here. Grab our goblins. The legions moving on over. Now the Dawi approach. We're going to continue to blast. Spells at Thrani, who is very tanky. Quite impressed. Start moving back yourself there. Just increase those cooldowns, no reason not to. Keep the magic flying. Gotta make sure you are ahead of the rest of the Dawi there, because there are an absolute ton of them. And we're still unable to actually reinforce our own. Orcs, come on ahead, come on out. Goblins, I'm pretty sure I asked you to come on over to this side. As quick as you can, that way our other units can actually reinforce. Spider, you keep kicking this Rune Lord. We'll bring all these trolls out and away as well. Any of their units that have advanced too far are going to have a horrifying time. Keep the damage on the Rune Lord. Those are Slayers. Not a bad idea to have them fighting against some nasty Skulkers. Alright, so the rest of our army arrived yet? Put these guys in with Group 2 in guard mode. Spiders snacking on the Rune Lord. Try to hit the forest to stay safe. Most of them hit the trees. We've got a little bit of damage. Try to lure the Slayers over here towards our nasty Skulkers, but also away from the rest of his squad. Trolls, you guys are going to move all the way through. Wouldn't even mind having you walk, because you're much faster than the Dawi. So we don't get our catapults. How unfortunate. Have not all of them move in, just most. Keep rotating in this direction. Get ready to help out against those Slayers. So these goblins around. Goblin wall, and here come the orcs. We'll bring them back over. Ragnarok and the Night Goblin squigs, so as those units get wiped out, trolls go ahead and surround, go ahead and give them unstoppable and, or not unstoppable, but unspottable and stock. Slayers are still terrifying, so let's drop down the ward save. Where are your mages? There he is. Let's go ahead and drop the Vindictive Glare on the Rune Lord. You guys well back. Make sure they're not escaping. And have the trolls fall back up the hill. Let's go for a Curse of the Bad Moon. Just kind of have it bouncing around in those Dawi. Those miners sacrifice themselves for the greater good. Boys better get in there and start brawling. Orc errors are being foolish. Bring them back. You need to fall back. Same thing, Skarsnik. Go ahead and fall back to the line. Lost the little buggers. Run, Skarsnik! Yeah, Skulkers keep rotating around. Keep falling back to the line, my friend. squig hoppers. Start moving around the sides if we can there. There's an absolute ton of Dawi moving our way. Let's have these goblins expose themselves to danger. Great weapon, Dwarf Warriors. Smash in here. Off. Where are good old Rune Lord? Blast some magics his way. Trying to get them to move towards us so we can envelop them. Alright, these units keep coming back for some reason. All the way around. Throw yourself into battle.
Let's go.
As soon as they get close enough, we can drop down the Itchy Nuisance. I'm going to throw the Bad Moon. I'm really not going to throw the Bad Moon at anyone. No one at all. Skarsnik, run. Keep moving through there, Squig Hoppers. Air Boys all focus the same targets there. We'll start sending the lads in. Go for the Itchy Nuisance on this front line. Alright, archers, start finding weakened units and give them a bad day. Headaches for everyone. Weaken this unit up front. You guys move into surround. Come on back. Annihilating that line. For the Bad Moon in these miners that are advancing. Never mind, you have to get way too close. Have these goblins move up and join the fight. Wall has been ready for quite a while. We should have activated it. Keep the lads moving on in. More Itchy Nuisance. As many Dawi as we can shut down. Blast the Rune Lord. You guys keep moving. Trolls are starting to get bogged down a little bit more than I would like. Skarsnik, you are also in a bad place. Escape if you can. If they hit the miners and the blasting charges, that'd be very preferable. Press yourself on into the flank of this unit. Go after the Rune Lord. Keep blasting the magic at him as well. Where are our fanatics at? That's pure fighting. Chuck that. Now the loony gets aren't needed here. Trolls come on through. Let's just go ahead and ignore the ethereal lad there. Swigs move into the next group. Oh, catapults. Let's pull ourselves away from the fighting. Drop the Itchy Nuisance. Have the spider try to come through the line so we get another charge in. Get in there, goblins. Belligar is an absolute problem, but we're not going to have anyone actual fight Belligar himself. Not worth it. Almost time to log in. It is indeed. Goblins, all forward. Streaming out of the woods. I don't see that many fallen goblins. Go ahead and have you charge back in behind. Squigs keep moving. Our catapults are just being ridiculous. Which is quite annoying. They basically just get to reinforce and immediately get drop kicked. First they come back through. No real good targets for the... Oh, we can just check the loony gets through here. Hope they don't do too much friendly fire damage. Looks beautiful to me. Belligar flees, and I think with the breaking of Karak Angor, it's just going to be the ghosts. Beautiful stuff, and we know the best way to deal with the ghosts. We'll have our Night Goblin come on over and start blasting him with some magics. As we chase the rest of these stunties back where they came from. Big Boss, you go ahead and hunt down Beligar. And we'll go ahead and try to keep everyone out from the way here. Sneak them all. Lads, for the most part, you guys pull off, and let's let the Night Goblin Shaman do his work. Perfect. Well, I will do what I can to round up the rest of these orcs, and I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, Karak Angor receives a hammering. Settlement Garrison got absolutely obliterated, as they are meant to, but we even keep most of the Wa force intact. I think Sark should have enough to continue to survive. If you lose the captain for the Wa army, you lose the entire Wa, so I should have been a little bit more careful with them. We are going to go ahead and eat those captives. Kill the Dawi. Flee off into the night. Extra leadership and melee attack during subterranean intercept battles. Well, it looks like 2 extra skill points. Perfect. We'll move our way quickly through his unique tree then. So we've got the Spite of the Bad Moon. Pretty devastating activated area effect. Off him up from more post-battle chance of stealing items. Goblin Big Boss in all provinces, as well as the Night Shaman. Speed, let's go for fermented fungi so we can drop down that rampage effect. And then we'll grab off him up, smart hiding, and backstairs tactics. We get more armor piercing and leadership during either of just ambushes. Skarsnik has a unique history with working in the dark. His expertise in the matters of ambush and betrayal are legendary. So they are.
I got my brother.
He's got his brother. Love to give you some more health. Check to see if there's anything else that's a little bit more elite for you. No, health it definitely is. Goblins are very squishy.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Let's go for the Madcap Mushrooms. Sneaky stealing, and then we'll start working on the scouting. Perfect. And actually, it does look like we ended up losing our Wa army.
Let's do it.
They just lost, the captain lost a little bit too many units. Pretty unfortunate. Let's advance up to...
This way. Skarsnik,
Now you just join into
peaks.
Karak Ziflin pretty easily.
Get him!
Skarsnik, though, is going to come on out and finish off Beligar. Also, take the extra experience. And I guess a potion of foolhardiness. And that's that. We'll have you jump into raiding camp. We are going to aggressively press on towards Valia's Sorrow. See you later.
Plotting and scheming.
Nasty Skulker gives him more weapon strength. 41. Do you have any more unique skills on his melee tree? Doesn't look like it. So let's come on back over. Grab underbosses. We've got the ability to steal experience earned by other lords. And then we can start upgrading his actual... Guess what next? Probably the riders. Big Lads is for trolls. Melee attack and weapon strength both. The Big Lads will probably be what we go for next.
I got my brother.
Sly can give us more post-battle loot. I'm going to continue to make him a tankier. He is our captain.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like a good idea.
Fine.
Yeah, then. I am tempted to swing back over and start being a nuisance to the rats. I think we will. So first,
Yeah, on it.
we'll switch their places there. Sagoth can hang out in Ziflin. That means we need some idols. Ooh, income is looking pretty rough. Pile of shiny stuff it is. And Green, we can go for an upgrade here. And again on the idols. Then we're keep a shiny stuff. And then we'll snag on in the idols here as well. Awesome stuff. Only 1 coin left over. In fact, we should probably get rid of Zagoth. He's an orc. We can recruit him back on in later. We've already probably spent way too much gold on him. Looks a little bit better. We could change Skarsnik's army out if we want now. These are all pretty elite trolls, so I'm sad that we didn't pass them off to Kevin when we had the chance. But I am going to go ahead and combine up these two.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
And we'll snag into Swamp Things. Yes, that nice hefty melee attack debuff on the Dobby, who already don't have all that much in terms of attack. Skullcrag, looks like they're losing more and more land.
Nah.
They start wawing though, they're in pretty good shape. Red Fangs, I am going to start breaking deals with you guys, because that should make... Where are you guys at, Red Fangs? You're down to 1 settlement, I'm going to break all these deals. Act of treachery. We'll probably wait on that then. Breaking deals with them should make people who don't like them happier.
Quick.
Broken treaties with the Red Fangs, that's the way. So that Queek is not going to be ready for the betrayal that is swinging his way as quick as a mountain boulder. Much faster than normal boulders. Alright then, Skarsnik. Onward to victory.
Party you out.
Well, hello, Gorfang. He wants to pay us for a non-aggression pact again? I think not. Your faction doesn't seem to be very long for the world. There's something exhilarating about raising something up for one where once there was nothing. Giggity. Stunty shiny stuff, Valia's Sorrow, take all their goodies. We need to raid the region. And then make any faction join your confederation. Can we confederate with these clowns?
Boys, don't insult
I'd love to threaten them.
or my biggins will start shopping.
Biggins will start chopping. Let's take Valia's Sorrow, be successful in our Hunter Wa, and then we'll... Oh, we get to raid for yet another turn.
Going.
I see no stunties. And here is where he's hanging out at, Grim Peak. Really? And Beligar has a fun campaign as well. I distinctly remember starting in Valia's Sorrow, but maybe I'm just completely a fool and I completely forgot. Kevin, you could allow us to crack down on Grim Peak that much faster. I do think we want to set up to take down Karak Angor. Let's come on over to
Right, I'll move.
this settlement. Alright, I'll move. 2 turns before we have a lot more gold coming on in. Better trolls as well. Now let's upgrade Karak Angor. How much is the work building? 2,000. Youch. But this will give the garrison some fanatics and archers, which is great. It doesn't upgrade the garrison at all. I guess the even giving you us any more than normal is something you don't normally see on the Grand Campaign map, so I'm happy to see it.
I hear ya.
I hear ya. Can we afford any more heroes? The River Troll Hag is what we are going to want to recruit in next turn. So down here at Finweir, we'll just throw in the Totem Hole. Looking nice, and we'll end the turn. We have stolen from the dwarves. It really winds them up. Let's loot their lands and really get their beards in a twist. So you make the proper dwarven face masks. Yes, they're creepy. So research 8 technologies. We have finished that, so we get a Talisman of Preservation and a Sword of Anti-Heroes. Get the Gobbo Crackdown. Give to Orky boys a bit more smashing practice. Let them bring the Gobbos back in line, which will give our orcs more leadership and weapon strength, and then more speed for all of our infantry. Oh, Brutish Overseer. Ferocious foreman of your logging operation has been applying the whip with unseemly zeal. Workers are vacating the camps en masse, and timber production is dwindling, driving up the construction costs. We're gonna be there shortly to show you our stabba.
Skarsnik.
Okay, well, Sly, you have earned yourself surely a Sword of Anti-Heroes. Talisman of Preservation, that is going to be Skarsnik's for sure. Sly, you can have yourself then the Opal Amulet. Great for keeping you alive. Evan's got a bully. Evan doesn't need a bully. Grab the idle Carva. We can even snag the Swindler from him. Earn yourself another one. We're the boss.
Plotting and scheming. A scheme worthy of
We
Skarsnik.
can't actually make it through the underway into Grim Peak yet, so we'll just take Valia's Sorrow. If we must. Oh, Ragni Death Dealer. Welcome to Hades, my friend. Sack that for 8,000? Don't mind if I do. Valia's Sorrow has been added back to the Great Book of Grudges.
I'm Trixie.
He's Trixie. We'll go into Raiden Camp, hang out right next to Valia's Sorrow, and then we'll warp through.
Moving.
Take down Grim Peak, warp through, take out the Sorrow. Sounds nice and Trixie. You, my friend, will give you Scavenge finally,
Gobbler's angry.
and we'll make the bigger get even bigger. Perfect stuff. Evan, you are going to keep coming on over in March for now, because I don't see the rats betraying us. If they do, woe is me. Now we should be able to get in our giant River Troll Hag. Rimfang is a big bully, and Masha is knowledgeable. Welcome on in, Backslider.
River throw hag.
Just like a Pokemon. Have you joined up with Skarsnik after the great wars with Clan Boars? Evan. We've already brought him over in March, but we probably should have had him recruit in some River Trolls while we could. I think that's what it's at tier 2. We get both the Stone and River Trolls. Awesome. Definitely worth upgrading to. Get all of the normal trolls out of our army. Alright, well, who is this? The Ironclaw tribe? I wasn't expecting to have to fight other orcs. Well, you've claimed the settlement that belongs to me, so you got no choice but to die. We now need to upgrade the mightiest fortress. Get a Skull Wand of Kaloth. Oh, jeez. Is that just for one unit? I mean, it's still pretty devastating on the right one. Especially on cavalry. Let's have Skarsnik.
Warlord of 8 Peaks.
Warp on through and deal with these fools.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like a good idea. And so we approach. Hello there.
I'm out here.
Olga was running away at maximum speed. Okay, we've got a ton of gold. Let's use it to upgrade here.
Flesh.
Flash.
I smell meat.
You do. Let's go ahead and give you... Oh, really? Run in the Silver Torn. Pull back. Let's not do any raiding, though. Actually make some income. That takes off a fair bit, because 8 Peaks is actually fairly decent economically. Start kicking out some of these Skulkers. But 1 Goblin, 2 Skulkers are going to get the boot. That gives us access to 1 River Troll and 2 Stone ones. These guys probably need to be traded over for Stone Trolls as well. Our War units I'd like to use. Death Creepers in this army would be great. So let's go ahead and pick out yet another unit of Skulkers and have ourselves some more Skirmish Cav. Wait for 2 turns, and then we'll have you just scout out Karak Angor so we know what the defenses are like. Don't worry about us, we're just friendly neighborhood Greenskins. Up tier 3. That way we can get the specialized buildings, and I think we'll take out the idols in this section. The rebellion where? Eastgate? Can't do much about it, so hopefully Kvinweir is not where that rebellion pops up. We skip through, and we give it another turn, depending on if we can have more heroes. 1 more giant River Troll Hag. We've got one that is a big bully or knowledgeable again. It's just the slimy T-Fraba. Alright, welcome on in. You've got an awesome anglerfish barb there.
River throw hag.
You can have one on the map as well? Yes, you do. I think they all do, though. Just hers is extra bright on the title screen. Coming up and join with Skarsnik. And the turn. Gorbat Ironclaw wants a non-aggression pact. If I can find you, I'm going to punch you in the face. So, no. What you don't realize is that you are the lesser Greenskins. Slimy Oofraba. You're moving up this way here, and we're gonna have to fight. Unfortunately, we are going to have to fight them. Or fortunately, depending on how you see it. Hello, my friend.
Not happening.
Good, my chopper was getting all clean.
Kill 'em all!
Kill them all. So they've got a few orc boar boys. This doesn't seem like anything too incredibly intimidating. Let's toss on the Scarecrow banner, even though it's kind of useless here. We'll have ourselves a proper crump. Ironclaw tribe thinks they can fight us and do medium casualties? Let's just find out. Alright, start deployment. And they're in a line, so apparently this is not just an SFO thing. What is going on? Yeah, I really likes their line formations now. So what we will do then, they're likely to try to wait on us or wait on their reinforcements. We'll just gotta send our Arachnarok Spider in to do some harassment. Swamp things in the center of our normie trolls. You guys up front. I don't like that. I want the trolls up on here with the spider. Twig hoppers will be down in the gully. We have our normal lads up front. We're gonna be in charge of getting smacked. Night goblins. Off on the side there. The two archers can hang out in the middle. Nasty skulkers. We'll have you guys in this set of trees. We'll have the fanatics and normal goblins behind everyone else. Time for you to prove it. Excellent. And then we'll have the Night Goblin Shaman also just hanging out in the middle here. Little hero core. Perfect. Goblins. Archers. Beasties minus the spider, and then everyone else. Let's get it going. So we're just gonna go ahead and advance. Except for you, you stay there. Advance. Really, we can send the Arachnarok and all the trolls after his skirmish archers coming out first. Fair enough. We have the Squig Hoppers that are much faster than them. Bring the nasty skulkers up on the side. Chuck some vindictive glare at the Wolf Riders. They deserve it. I see some orc boar boys. Ouch. Fair enough. He's gonna start doing the same. If you want to have a vindictive glare battle, we can. Get nasty. Beat him on up. Just go all the way around them. Charge into the boar boys. We've got a heap of trolls moving to help out. We'll have these guys just smash into those skulkers. Should see them exterminated rather quickly. Everyone else keep advancing. Squig Hoppers, you move to deal with the Wolf Riders. He got bogged down, did he? Okay, the Skulker's gonna be an issue. You come on away from him for a moment then. Trolls are crumping the boar boys. Yeah, you've exposed yourself for the last time. He does indeed need stabbing. Go deal with him.
This better work!
Come on, just one blow. Now they're doing their best to defend, so we're going to drop down the itchy nuisance. Trolls, come on back. Let's let the rest of these lads file on in, and we can have our night goblins move up as well. Trolls come back around and smash into these error boys. We'll have the swamp things do their damage as well. You're getting whooped on, my friend. I'm gonna pull you away.
Yeah, what? I'm the boss!
Try to advance out of there.
Got me, brother.
Move in on these orc war boys. Drop down Curse of the Bad Moon. You guys move up. Start blasting in on these goblins. Actually, just throat crunching needs to be crunched. Send our goblins in from there. Hog down those boar boys. In fact, you guys switch over to the arrows you have. Do that damage. Skarsnik start bouncing back around. Fungi's only for one unit. This guy needs to come ahead and rampage. Enjoy. There, and start chopping up those boar boys. Itchy nuisance on them, so they shouldn't be doing too much damage. Slowing this unit to an absolute crawl. Where are my squig hoppers? Pretty glad they haven't gotten taken out randomly. Like our core trolls here who are bogged down in enemy territory. In the night goblins. Everyone move up to crump their lords. You just stay back a bit. Go for the stabbing. Completely missed the time to wah. Gobbler's hungry. Skarsnik, we can go for a couple of your abilities. Extra bonus V large. Don't need the bonus V large, but the extra damage is awesome. Or itchy nuisance on this gigantic blob of enemies.
I'm the boss! Yes! We do it!
Those orc boys. Sweep through the woods there. Where's my fanatics? They're actually in a pretty good spot, but looks like most of our foes are fleeing. Absolutely is. All of the fallen gobbos. Now what we gotta do is bring their lord on over. As the Greenskins, if you can defeat the enemy faction leader, you can just confederate up with the rest of them. You have a couple options on what you can do, but we will absolutely just confederate up. We can then sell those settlements to other factions. And there's the battle. I'm gonna do what I can to round up the remaining Greenskins here. I will catch you all in a moment. Goblin's gonna have himself all sorts of silker snacks. We are going to go ahead and snack on those captives for sure. Greenskin barbecue. And we'll claim ourselves the Grim Peak here. All sorts of extra ancillaries. Throat Choppa has been chopped himself. I think for you, Skarsnik. Let's grab Route Marcher finally.
Gobbler's angry!
Scavenge for Sly.
I got plans.
And then the scouting for our shaman. Should be able to just take down Grim Peak with an auto-resolve, and that's our wall successful. We can now set up here and wait for... Is it Ironjaw or Rotgut to come on over and face us? Whichever one. He'll either rip his guts out or turn his jaw to glass. Got 8 turns to keep this under our control. And if someone else takes it from us, we just have to take it back. No problem. Skarsnik.
Lots of plans.
Let's give you Troglodytes, Ravager, Looter, or Raider. Probably just want to make Skarsnik stronger, so extra 5 melee attack. As I say that, the big lads. Weapon strength for our trolls.
I got me brother.
He's got his Prada. Oracle Fix-It drops their speed by a pretty hefty margin, and this allows us to go for an AoE version? Yes, alright. That seems pretty decent. In the right circumstance. Especially while trying to bombard fools with catapults. Any kind of building over here in Karak Angor? Absolutely. Let's chuck in the deep passageways. We'll take pin turns. Well worth it. Green, we can go for... Oh, I already took out the idols, didn't I? It's actually way down here in a pretty safe spot, so... Anything that could really increase our income? We could just stuck in a raiding stash here. More overall post-battle loot. 500 income. Let's go for the raiding stash. Gotta save up for Morzun's Wall and... the Black Orc Forge over here as well. Sounds good to me. Why can't we upgrade our major settlement? It's because we don't control all of 8 peaks? Is Loon broken? Because we have enough to take this up to the encampment for sure. Maybe none of these are able to go past this until we claim the rest of 8 peaks. Which we're just missing out on Karak Angor, so... What do you guys got going on here? Obviously Clan Moors is... Queek doesn't trust us at all, does he? I understand. Kevin's not sitting here recruiting up stone trolls, not even a little bit. Alright, Masha. Let's give you a point into Spirit Leech and into Replenish Troops for when you're back in the army. 2 whole skill points just for scouting out that, settlement full of Skaven. Alright, well with that, victory over Grim Peak is all the time I've got for today. I have been at Space Wizard Total War. I believe a like for the light god in us, sub for the sub. See you all in the next one.